sometimes the older people, they discourage people away from their dream. So they'd be like, well, why are you, what Lamborghini? You know you can never get that. No, have that dream. There's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with seeing something you like and wanting it. But and being realistic doesn't mean you're saying to yourself, oh, well, I can never have that. Let me just get that out of my head. Being real is saying to myself, right, what do I need to do to get it?
Yeah.
That's being real. And then you put a plan in place to get it. And if you put that plan in place and you start executing that plan, you will get it. You'll get it.
For sure.
You know?
Are we going to see Robbie in a Aubameyang Lambo, the shiny one?
No, he's got some nice cars, man. He does. Cars. He has, man. You know what I mean? But he deserves them, man, because you know what? That guy, the work. First of all, let me tell you something, right? A footballer, any footballer you see playing in the Premier League, you've got to take your hat off to, right? They've done incredibly well to get to only a tiny percentage of all the footballers you see playing in the world or around in this country will make it to the Premier League. Yeah. The amount of hard work and determination, the amount of years they've been in academy football, that's the same thing I'm saying, along a journey to get to where Aubameyang's got and still be playing at that level at 31. He deserves whatever he wants to buy it. You deserve it. That guy works his socks off on the pitch. He's a captain. He's a brilliant player. He's a great role model. You know, we've seen recently with the United captain getting what happened. I've never seen Aubameyang mixed up in those type of things. His only little vice for himself is he loves his nice things. He loves his cars, but he's earned the right. This is what we're talking about, isn't it? He's earned the right to buy. He couldn't have bought those when he was 18, could he?
Yeah.
He couldn't have bought those when he was 90, right? But now, with the moves he's had and with the way he's played, there's a lot to it. It's not you don't just turn up on the pitch and play. You know what I mean? This guy's probably, when we're ready to eat certain foods, he can't eat it because he will look and say, well, I can't. If I want
discipline.
If I want to perform, I can't eat that. When man's going out partying and go, yo, let's go. Come on, man. You gotta live down there.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Probably back in the day, he can't go. He'd be like, boy, much as I'd like to go, man, but boy, I've got a game. 2 years' time, man. These are all the things I'm saying, man. Sacrifices need to be made if you're going to execute your plan. So when people see him now, they're just seeing the cars and they're seeing the end product. Yeah. They haven't seen what the guy's had to do and continues to do to get to be able to drive that shiny Lambo. You mean, man? It's a lot of dedication, hard work. But again, you can do it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
That's what I say. But don't, he weren't overnight. There's players at Arsenal now in the youth team who want to be Aubameyang, who'll be looking on him as an example and saying, I would love to be that player. And if they follow his example, guys like Saka and that, they could get there. And they're doing the right things at the moment. They're taking their time. Their coaches will be saying to them, you're doing well, you're coming up, this is what you need to do next. They're not the finished article yet. Yeah. So, journey.
No, for sure. I think it goes back to that iceberg image as well. Do you know what I mean? Where people just see the tip of the iceberg, but they don't know what's underneath it.
I love that. I love that. That's one of my favorite images. Because it's so true. You know what I mean? You just see the top emerging from the water, but you don't see all the build up below it. And then I remember somebody else told me another one time where they said, when you see Anthony Joshua, I think they was talking about Anthony Joshua at the time. They said, when you see him win a fight, so he's had a fight and he's knocked a boxer out in the 3rd or 4th round of the fight, and there was all the adulation, and you see, actually, that's just the end product. The man's been in a training camp for the last, 4 or 5 months, running when there's nobody looking. Press ups, sparring, not being able to eat certain things, had to lock himself away from the family just to train for those 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Or those, even if it went the distance, all those months just for 12 rounds. But all we see is the 12.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we see. We don't see and if he doesn't put it in those previous months, he loses a fight.
Yeah.
So honestly, there's so many examples you can, you know, and none of them are quick. Even the best of boxers can't just turn up on the night. We've seen it before. We've seen wicked boxers get knocked out, like Tyson. When he's spoken after the fight, they said, "Yeah, how the hell you lose to Buster Douglas?"
Yeah.
It's like, you know, he's a nobody. How did he knock you out? And Tyson turned around and said, "Yeah, I didn't prepare." This guy's the, you know, at the time,
arguably the best. Yeah.
But he admitted, "I didn't prepare, man. That's why I beat me." So there's no shortcuts, man.
No, for sure.
Even when you got the talent, no shortcuts for putting that work in. Simple as end of.